Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to today's information technology class. We are studying about ICT skills, that is information and communication technology skills, and we have covered many topics so far, starting from smartphone, tablets, computers, part of computers, then internet, how to connect to internet, such information. So these are the things we covered so far. Okay. Now today we are going to start with introduction to email. Introduction to email. So what is mean by email? Yes, it's nothing but electronic mail. Email, or we can call it as electronic mail. What is the purpose of email? To send and receive informations. We can send and receive informations like we send a letter to another person, right? Maybe relatives or someone. Similarly, instead of writing a letter, we can send an email if you have an internet connection at your home. Okay, so it's a email. It's an electronic communication, electronic way of sending and receiving messages. Okay, so this is one of the easiest and quickest way of sending and receiving information through internet. Through internet, and in this email you can send files, documents, images, videos, and everything. You can just to transfer all these documents. You can do it. Okay. Now, can you tell me what is the difference between posting a letter and sending an email? Posting a letter and email. So here it's posting letter and here email. So when you plan to post a letter, what do you have to do? You should know to whom you are posting, their address. The person should be known to you, but you should know their address. Address in the sense the name, street address, door number, city, state, pin code. Everything you should know. And but if you are sending an email, you should know only the email address of that particular person. Okay, that is the first difference. First difference is address. Here you use email address. Here elaborate address unit. Properly unit, otherwise the letter won't be delivered to the right person. Okay. Then what is the second difference? Here you need a paper to write the letter. Okay. Here you need a paper to write a letter. But here you are writing it in computer. So there is no need of paper. So you are writing it in computer. So no need of papers. Third, how does the mail it's delivered to the other person? Okay, you are just posting it in the post box. So how does it is getting delivered to the other person? From the post office, people are taking the letters, receiving all the letters, and according to the place, they will segregate the letters and send it through either through a bus or a train or a plane. According to the distance, they will transfer the letters. So the mode of transfer is bus, train, or plane. But here, through internet, it's using internet. The letters are transferred. Here, bus or a van or a plane or anything. Sometimes maybe ship or anything. Okay. So this is a mode of transport, and here internet is the mode of transport. Okay. So these are the difference between writing and posting a letter and sending an email. Sending email. Clear? Okay. Then how do you receive letters? Here the postman brings the letter to your doorstep. But here you can just receive it from your computer itself. You can receive it from your computer itself. So these are the difference between posting a letter and sending an email. Clear? Okay. Now, can you tell me what does a email address contains? How does it looks like? Do you have an email address? I think so. Some of you have an email address or many. Many? Okay, fine. So, what is the email address? Can you tell me an example for an email address? Let me write it here. So, the email address consists of two parts, okay? email address consists of two parts. One is local part and domain part. At domain part. This is the format of email address. Let me give you an example. Okay. This local part, which is given by us. If I'm creating an email address, I will give any local part, any name suitable for me. Maybe my name. If my name it's already there, somebody else already have a email address on my name. I will add some numbers or name, or I will add some anything else to make an email address. So the local part, it's a name which is given by the user. Okay, then at symbol, you have to put the at symbol and the domain name. So domain I have given here, it's a gmail.com. So domain means it's a company who is providing this mailing service to you. Who is providing the mailing service to you, they are called a domain. So for me, Gmail is providing the service. So the domain name is gmail.com. Okay. So likewise, AOL.com is there, rediffmail.com. So there are so many domains are there. Domains are nothing but the company which provides service, mailing service to you. They are called domain service. Okay. So this is the way we name the email address. So email address means the first part, it's a local part which is given by you, the users, then at symbol, then domain name. Clear? This is the way we have to give an email address. When we create an email address, we have to use this format. Clear? Okay. Now, can you tell me what are the advantages of this email? Quick and easy. Send documents and files. Yes. No paper work. And immediately the person receives the email and they will send a reply and immediately we can receive it. Okay. So these are the advantages of email. Is it clear for everyone? It's a small content about emailing, introduction to email. It's an electronic mail, sending and receiving information through internet. It's called email. Then we studied about the difference between postal letter and email. Then how does the email address should look like? Local part, at domain part. The at symbol, it's a middle one. Before and after, two parts are there. So domain is the company which provides the service to us. It's clear? That's good. Let's move on to next topic. Now students, let's see how to create an email account. Okay. So email accounts, do you know what are the providers who provide email services? Some of the examples are gmail.com. Gmail is a company which provides email service. Similarly, yahoo.com. Rediff is there. Outlook Express. Okay. Do you know anything else? AOL.com. So these are the different service provider of emails. And so many are there. Okay. So today we are going to see about how to create an email account. Got it? So for that, let me open a browser. Let me open a browser here. See, the browser is open. And in this browser, first what you have to do is, in the address bar, do you see my cursor? Yes, here in the address bar, you have to type, if you are going to create an email account in Gmail, then you have to type gmail.com. If you are going to create it with Yahoo, then you have to write yahoo.com. Otherwise, rediff.com or AOL.com. So whatsoever the site you are going to create, their URL, the address, you have to write it in the address bar. Okay. Then press the enter key. Now you can see that the Gmail opens. So this is a home page of Gmail. Now do you see that sign in option is there as well as create an account? So if you already have a username and password, then you can just click on sign in. Okay, see, click on sign in. Well, it will ask you to enter the username and password. Enter email or phone. Then next step, go to enter password and you can get inside your Gmail. Okay, but here we are going to create a new email. For that, you have to click on create an account. So let me click here, create an account. So when you click on create an account, the next page opens. See, Google, create your Google account. Continue to Gmail. So the very first box, it asks you to enter some information about you. So you have to enter. First name, you can enter, just I'm entering Mangai. Last name, you have to enter your last name. You can either enter your initials or father's name, whatever you have as a second name, you can enter it. Okay. So let me write S for me. Then what is the username I prefer to have in my email account? That is, you have to give it here. Most probably people will give along with their name, they will add some more characters or numbers or something. Okay, so let me try over here. Let me create an email address, mangai@gmail.com, mangai. Okay, so at gmail.com, let's see what happens. I'm just entering password. So when I click password, you can see the red color error message. So see, what is that message? That username it's taken, try another. That means mangai@gmail.com, it is taken by somebody else. Somebody else already have the same email account. So I cannot hold the same name. So what I'm going to do is, let me change the name. But I want to have it with my name. So I'm going to add some number. This is year 2020, right? So I'm typing 2020. Mangai 2020. All right. So let me type password. See, that username it's taken. Again, that username it's also again taken. So what shall I do? Okay, shall I put 19 here? Let's see. That username it's taken. Okay, so instead of year, what I'm going to do is November, first three letters NOV. I'm just typing Mangai NOV 2020. Let's see whether it works out. Yes, I'm not getting any error message. That means this particular name, no one has taken it so far. So the new email address, what I'm going to create is mangai2020@gmail.com. It's a new email address. Okay. Then password. So password, you can type any password. That should be a strong password. It should have at least 8 characters, combination of alphabets and numbers. Okay, so let me type some secret password. Okay, then confirm means again you have to retype the password. Okay, I have written the password. After typing the password, let me click on next button. So what does it say? It is processing. So do you want to save the password? Never. Okay, the next page, welcome to Google, Mangai NOV 2020@gmail.com. Then it's asked me to enter my telephone number, recovery email. So telephone number, I'm just simply typing some number. Okay. Okay, recovery email address. You can type any address. I already have account. Okay, so that's let me give my Yahoo account. So what is the purpose of this recovery account email address? Who knows the answer? Yes, in case you have created an email account, one day when you try to open an email account, the password says incorrect. That means you have forgotten the password. In this case, you can reset the password using another email address. So if you provide another email address while creating, so they will set a new password and send it to you, the another email address which you have given here, recovery email address. So you can open that particular mail, you can get the password and just open your Gmail account again. Okay, then we will use it to keep your account safe. Then you have to enter date of birth. Okay, day, month and everything. Okay, so let me type it here. Select the month and year. I'm not going to use 2020 because with the 2020 I cannot create account. To create a email account, you should at least 14 years completed. Okay, you should have 14 years. So let me type 2000. Okay, then gender female, select it from the drop down, then click on next button. Likewise, you have to go forward. This phone number format, it's not recognized. See, it is not recognized. Here students, I'm not going to enter the correct phone number and I'm going to create a new email because I already have a Gmail. Okay, so I'm not going to do it. This is I have shown for you how to create an email account. Then you have to click on next. After entering the correct phone number, click on next button. Then it will ask you, maybe ask you another set of questions, or it will send a verification code to the phone number you have given. Okay, then your email account will be created. Got it? Okay, this is the way we create an email. So let me explain it one more time. Okay, so if you want to create an email account, first you have to open a web browser. In the browser you have to write gmail.com. Say for example, if you're going to create a Gmail account, then type gmail.com. If you're going to create a Yahoo account, then type yahoo.com. So whatever you need, write it in the address bar. Then the page opens, then click on create an account button. Create an account button. When you click, the page opens. You have to give the details, whatever it's given, then click on next button. Just to go ahead and proceed. Okay, you will get a new email address. Is it clear? That's good. Okay, students, now we are going to see how to send email. How to send email. So let me open my email, which I already have. So in order to send the email from your account to somebody else, first what you have to do is, you have to open gmail.com. If you're going to send it from Gmail, then open gmail.com and sign in with your username and password. In this system, I have already logged in. Okay, you can see it's Mangai. Okay, so let me get inside to my mailbox. So I'm here. My mailbox is here. Okay, so here in this one, you can see compose button. Do you see the compose button at the left side? Just to click on compose button to create a new email. Okay, so I clicked on compose. When you click on compose button, you can see a new message box appears, right? And here you can see the to box and then subject box. In the to box, you have to type the email address of the person to whom you are sending. Okay, so I'm just typing a person name. When I started typing, it displays the name which are similar to what I have written. Okay, so just I'm clicking on it. Then you can see the CC field. So do you know what is meant by CC? Do you see what is written? Add CC recipient. CC means copy to. To whom else you want to send the same message. So when you want to send it to multiple persons, you want to send a copy of the same mail, click on CC and you will get another line. Okay, so I want to send a copy to myself. So I have chosen my email address, and BCC, it is also black carbon copies. Okay, black carbon copy. And if you want, again, you can just add a BCC and you can add another name over here. I'm not going to do it. Okay, then subject. Subject means what is the subject? What is the mail related with? So it's a Diwali wishes. I'm going to send a Diwali wishes. Okay, so then this is the body of the message. This is body of the message. Here you can type any content. Dear, you can write their name, whatever you need, and you can just type what you need. Okay, happy Diwali to all. You can just write whatever you need, and then you can, what you have to do is, you have to click on send button. And before clicking on send button, if you want to send any attachments, if you want to send a greeting card or if you want to send any file, do you see the attach button over here? Okay, let me move it here. Do you see the attach button here? Click this attach button. When you click, you can see the open dialog box appears. Select the location. Okay, so and whatever files you want to send, I want to send particular ID proof, Aadhaar PDF, select it, and then you can see it is processing. It is processing. Once after it's completed, then you can click on send button. See, now we can see the file is processed. Now click on send button. The file will be sent. Okay, so this is the way we send an email to another person. So in order to send the email, you have to log on to your Gmail account or any email account, then click on compose button, a new dialog box appears. Then you have to enter the to address, copy address, then subject, then body of the message. If you want, you can attach any files and click on send button. Okay, then next one, it's how to view the messages you have received. Okay, so when you open your Gmail account, you can see at the left side inbox. When you click on inbox, you can see all the mails displayed at the right side. This is the left side and this is the right side. Okay. So let me maximize. Right side you can see, and here you can see some messages are very bold in color and some of them are gray in color. So what is the difference? The gray messages are which already read by me, which I already read it. The black messages, the bold messages are new messages in my inbox. So if you want to see the message, just click here. You can see, dear Sarah, how are you? Happy Diwali to all. And you can see one file also I attached. So this is a way we just receive mails. And once after you receive the mail, at the right side, you can see one reply button. Do you see? If you click here, you can just send a reply. You can see the address of the person to whom you want to send, and you can just see the body of the message. Thanks a lot. Okay. Wish you all happy Diwali. So you can just write again the reply and click on send button. If you click on send button, it will again go to that person. Okay, then you can see, also you can see, if you click this three arrows more button, you can see forward. Forward means the same message you can forward to your family members or anybody else. Click on forward button. With that forward button, you can see the messages below with some gap, also with the to address to whom you want to send. Type the address and click on send button. Everything will be forwarded as you have sent. Okay, and also in the more button you can see some more options. Let me click here. So you can just give a reply from more button, forward, delete. You can make it as a spam. Okay, so you can see the original message. You can download the message. You can mark as unread. Everything you can do it from here. Clear? Okay, so we have seen about how to send the email and how to uh, view your emails from the inbox. Now, let's see what is next. What is mean by sent? Sent is nothing but whatever mails you have sent, that is called sent mail. If you click on the sent icon, you can see the mails, whatever you sent so far. Okay. Then draft. Draft is nothing but you are started composing an email. Okay. In between, you are supposed to go somewhere else. That means the mail is not completed. In this case, the mail will be saved in a draft. Once you get back, you can open it from draft. You can continue writing, and again you can send it to the person whom you want. Got it? That is called draft. Then you can see more. Apart from this, you can see spam. Spam in the sense it's unwanted emails. So whatever unwanted email means maybe from the companies. Okay, all the companies, if you go for a shopping, they will give you a card and ask you to write your email address, phone number, and everything, right? So these details will be collected by some people. Okay, they will just distribute to all the advertisement people and companies, and they will gather this email addresses and they will simply send advertisements to your email address. So all those unwanted emails will just go to the spam, will go to spam email. Okay, so they will be there for some time. After some time they will be deleted automatically, maybe 30 days or something, then they will be deleted automatically. The next option is called trash. Trash means whatever mails you deleted, that goes to trash. In trash, the mails will be there for particular time. After that particular time, the deleted mails will be deleted permanently. Got it? So this is the way it works. And if you want to delete a particular message, say inbox, I have a message here. If you want to delete a message, just select it. Okay, just you can see here, this is a mail. So let me choose the box, select box. Okay, so select it, and then do you see at the right side delete? If you click on delete, that mail will be deleted. Conversion moved to bin. Okay, so the mail is deleted. Got it, students? So this is the way the email works. I hope the concept is clear for everyone. So what we have studied so far is how to create an email account, new email account, how to compose a new email, how to view the emails which you receive, then what is meant by spam, trash, and sent emails. and how to forward, reply, and delete emails. Is it clear for everyone? That's good, students. This is all about the chapter. The chapter ICT skills is over. ICT skills is over. So I request all the students to read the chapter from your text. Next week, I'm planning to conduct a test paper from this chapter. Got it? Well, students, until then, stay home, stay safe, have a great day.